My husband, the love of my life, just confessed he's been sleeping with our neighbor. I left my husband 4 days ago when he told me he had an affair with a neighbor. It lasted a little over a month. He confessed to me because he was so full of guilt. He told me they started out just saying hi when passing out on morning runs. It gradually grew into them talking and running together, then escalated to going to her house and having sex. I suspected something was off. He has been cold and distant. Sometimes he would be short with me. He wasn't interested in sex with me, so it stopped completely. I suspected an affair. My husband has always been wonderful. We were always so affectionate, and communication was on point. We were wanting to have a baby soon, and before the affair we were trying. When he told me about the affair, he was just sick. He couldn't explain why he did what he did. He claims he hadn't fallen out of love with me. He was attracted to her physically and was infatuated. He came to his senses, broke it off. She didn't take it well. He begged me not to leave and wanted to get counseling. He was seriously a wreck. I felt he was remorseful, but I was just sick, with betrayal and mistrust. The coldness he treated me with just broke my heart. I went for STD testing and panels, and I was just a mess. I can't believe my marriage was at this point. I stayed for a few days after, and is trying everything to make things right. But I feel so sad, sick, and numb. I am broken-hearted. Anyway, I told my husband I couldn't be with him anymore. I didn't say divorce, but I said we were done. I asked him to leave. He was very upset, but he did. He's at a hotel. As I said, she didn't want to let go so easily. She wanted to leave her husband, and was trying to convince my husband to leave me. He wouldn't. We have been married 5 years. We have one child, a boy. He's 3. She has 3 kids. My husband is visiting our son every day after his long shifts. He's a ER doctor, so he works late. He asked if he could visit our son and tuck him in at night. Of course I said yes. Sunday after Halloween truck or treating, my husband asked if we could talk. I don't know how I got myself into this, but he really pressured me into sex. We talked, and maybe I drank a bit too much. I was upset and guilty for feeling down on Halloween. I felt it was taking away from my son. Next thing I know, I am getting out of the shower, and he put the baby in bed. He's all over me, begging me to forgive him. He's on top of me, kissing me, and then having sex with me. I definitely didn't want sex. I was tipsy, but I told him no. He's just trying to convince me to give in, let him show me he's sorry, etc. I was uncomfortable with all of this. He ends up sobbing after it's over, saying he fucked up our marriage and he wants to die. He's so ashamed and embarrassed. He's doing horrible at work, leaves early, he can't get his head right. He's saying over and over again, "What have I done?" I believe he's remorseful, but I don't know what to do. I have lost respect and trust for my husband. I keep having this image of him making love to her, him avoiding sex with me, but now he's all over me? During sex, he didn't have a condom with me, and he didn't withdraw. I was just shocked. I asked him what the hell he was doing, ejaculating inside me. He was aggressive. He would just hold me down harder. He apologized, but he's losing it. He's never been like that with me sexually, ever. He seems like he has changed. He's begging me to forgive, but I feel like our marriage is a mess. I do not know if I can conjure up the willpower to mend a broken marriage. I don't know if love is enough once trust is thrown out the window. Today he called me and said he was so sorry for what he's put me through, sent roses and spoke on how he's too ashamed to face our family. They're so disappointed in him. I am too. I feel so sick and I can't stop my mind from racing. Maybe divorce is the only option. I just cannot believe I am going through this. I thought I was the love of his life. Will I live through this? Should I cut my ties with him and move in with my life? I have a hard time trusting. Now my husband best friend broke my heart. I please some advice on what I should consider for my next move. I'm so broken I could just cry.